Have you ever gotten into game, walked down to your lane, and realized, oh, I don't have my items. This is really bad. Well, that happened to me, and I honestly thought that I was gonna get absolutely slapped around by Fizz, but instead, it actually turned into a lesson. I got taught a lot by not having any items, and actually managed to walk away from the game, realizing I had wasted my potential. So I'm here making this video to show you how I later realized it and won my ranked game with it. In just the first couple minutes, I'm able to absolutely change my matchups in range versus melee. And today I'll be showing you guys exactly how that works and how to implement it into your own games. It's Syndra versus Fizz. Fizz also has 18 ability power, 90 health, and 2 health potions over me. And I still managed to pull out a pretty good result, having no items. So getting into lane, Shaco places a ward for me, and then I immediately start auto-attacking to get priority. I realized I didn't have any items at this point, and I was like, uh-oh, this is not gonna be good, but I'm gonna try my best anyway. I missed my first Q, but at this point, it's really hard for Fizz to keep up. Fizz level W, and that means he's still going to have some amount of pressure. It's not going to be enough to contest just how many auto attacks and that one Q I threw at the wave. My next goal is to harass Fizz as much as possible to prevent him from damaging me. And there I get my first airy proc, and I keep pushing the wave because he's not deciding to walk up to any of these minions. Now, I fully pushed this in and intended to go back to get items, but Fizz actually went ahead and froze the wave. He does get level 2 first, so I back off, wait for one minion to die, and then we're on an even playing field. So far, I'm actually surviving the lane okay, but it's level 3 where assassins get tricky. Fizz, despite having a full item above me, is losing the matchup. I've got more CS, and he's down quite a bit of health. There, Fizz uses a key ability, and I still work very, very hard in order to punish him. Here, Fizz is half HP, and I've taken not much damage at all, still without any potions, and without a door entering, which would have been very, very helpful in the last hitting. I'm still managing to do okay, and it was at this moment that I realized I had been wasting my potential all this time. I could have been auto-attacking more in pretty much every single one of my melee versus range matchups and been doing a whole lot better. Now, let's take a look at another example where I play Lissandra versus Yone, and I have items to see just how much of a difference a starting item and understanding where I went wrong happens. I start autoing the wave as soon as possible. Yone, unable to do anything, just has to kind of wait as he can't even access the minions yet. Using my Q, I make sure to land it on both Yone and the wave, and I'm still autoing as much as I can. Anytime Yone uses an ability, I'm there to constantly poke, Q, and auto him, just to make sure he takes as much damage for every action. Between the constant auto attacks and my pressure onto Yone himself, he's down health, and has managed to just push the wave into me, leaving him in a vulnerable position. In just 1 minute and 29 seconds is 300 HP down, which makes him both vulnerable to ganks, and when I actually manage to proc Electrocute, it puts him quite low. There, I managed to Q and make sure every single time he's trying to pick up CS, I'm harassing him as much as humanly possible, while also letting the wave come to me. This is a little bit different from the Fizz matchup, as Yone can just run you down the lane, so it's always good to be pushed in. There, I managed to proc Electrocute, and now he's down 400 or almost 500 HP, and I still have teleport, and he is super vulnerable to ganks. So if Volibear did decide to 3-camp, I would be in an amazing position. If I need to back and teleport, Yone will be stuck in lane because he brought Ignite. The practice for this is very simple, and I did promise that you'd be able to implement it in your own games. What you need to do is queue up, either for ranked, draft, whichever you prefer, and practice auto-attacking the wave before it even matches your own and saving your abilities to hit the enemy. Doing this will help train that muscle memory and start getting you an advantage early on in your games, because the more you attack the wave in the early game to get a 2 or 3 wave crash, the more successful you'll find your melee matchups to be. Assassins and other melee characters, especially in the mid lane, are super strong at level 3, so it's always good to have the wave pushing back to you once they hit level 3. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I really appreciate all the care and support I've gotten over the last couple videos. I can't wait to see you next week. Caw and goodbye!